Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. No, not in my studio. I'm in a hotel because I was supposed to be off this week, but then Will Smith goes and makes his apology video, and I've been waiting for this. I wanted to react to Will's apology. Got to watch it last night, but I want to break it down with you here because, look, I just noticed some things. You either are going to accept his apology or not. Honestly, I feel like the guy has paid the price. He didn't murder anybody. He literally hit Chris. Chris absolutely is in the right here. I'm Team Chris all day long. Don't get me wrong. At the same time, there's so much worse stuff going on in the world. And for us to put so much anger, it's still to this day, towards Will Smith for having an off moment. That, granted, it was an off moment that he needs to take accountability for. Don't get me wrong. I think he had to get out of the academy. All that stuff needed to happen. But should this guy be forever canceled and never work again? I don't know. Chris Rock doesn't have to forgive him. We don't have. You as an audience member don't have to forgive him. But at a certain point, I do think there was, enough. All right, it's time. We got to move on. He has apologized, and now he's apologizing again. This felt like a necessary step. But the question is, will you guys accept it? Do you guys believe it? And I do want to point out some things I noticed. Production elements that he added that sort of threw me off a little bit. I do believe him. At the same time, he's a very good actor. Do you believe him? I want to get your thoughts in the comments as we watch it. As well as the one part that really bugged me is still, look, I don't forgive Jada. I'm sorry. I think she's very controlling. We've seen a lot of videos with her. And in this interview, there's a point, these questions he answers, there's a point where he sort of defends her. And look, it's maybe a polarizing reaction, but I want to hear your thoughts. And I'm always going to keep it real with you, my thoughts. Let's watch it together, shall we? Here it is. Will Smith's video. Now, if you want to watch the whole video uninterrupted, you can go over to Will Smith's channels. All of his socials has this. You can watch it there uninterrupted. I'm going to give you commentary because that's what we do here on this channel. Now, I'm going to start and stop a few times, so bear with me. Now, right up the gate, you guys are going to notice the crew chatter, clappers. There's a crew of, it sounds like at least 10 or a dozen people in there at least making all this happen right now. Now, I know he's a huge star and he employs a lot of people through his Westbrook Productions, but there's a production quality right out the gate, the choice, some directorial choice. Who was him, his team, to make this out of focus? Who settled on the text? All of this is sort of just a question of this is a PR move. He has to do this to continue. But it's been a minute over the last few months. I've been doing a lot of thinking and personal work. You asked a lot of fair questions that I wanted to take some time to answer. So here he comes in. Deep sigh there. It sounded genuine to me. Here he is sort of awkwardly walking in out of focus. And then let's put him into focus. The world is sick. Love is the cure, which again goes against what he did. So what's so weird about this whole thing is Will Smith has been this massively monumental celebrity who's always hid I feel like the real Will Smith, and we got this weird glimmer of a genuine reaction out of anger. That's not okay. We can't endorse that out loud, especially in public venues. People need to be safe. But there was something where he broke, guys. He broke on stage. I genuinely believe it. And so at a certain point, I feel for him because he's going through something. And how long are we going to let this guy suffer and not do what he loves, which is make movies, which I think he's good at making movies. At a certain point, we got to forgive as long as he takes the accountability. And here he goes. Let's hear how he takes the accountability in this interview. Now, I'd like that they get right to it.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to.
There was a cut there. Just want to point out, there was a cut there. Someone decided to edit this. This isn't as seamless and raw and genuine as one would expect. I mean, given the production, the amount of lighting. Notice he's wearing his production label hat, and he's got, that's their water brand right next to him too. It's just strange, but I guess that's how he drinks his water. I might have gone for a glass of water in this one instead of product placement.
Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
Does he need to talk to him? Like, what is Chris Rock going to say, dude? You're the one in the wrong. It's up to him. It's like Will wants to talk. I guess he wants to sort of smooth this out, as they should. But it feels like Chris got embarrassed on a global scale. And, I don't know. I don't know if Chris has to talk to him at this point. Well, Will crossed the line there that was way further than the G.I. Jane joke, in my opinion. I'll never change my mind on that. And I think Jada has tried to make the alopecia thing even bigger. Again, I'm Team Chris Rock, but I'm also Team Will Smith in that I want him to move on. And I like this part better, actually, where he focuses on the mother and the brother.
Apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship. Tony Rock was my man.
I wonder how genuine that is.
This
Tony's going to tell us.
This is probably irreparable. I spent the last 3 months replaying, and
it's weird. He played like a thing that was like, I don't think Tony's ever going to forgive me for this. Like, you don't get to play the victim here. Like, I do believe he's suffering. I do believe it, genuinely. But you don't get to be like, yo, Tony, we were friends. Come on, man. What's going on? You slapped his brother on a global stage and then didn't apologize to him. Now, you may have been in some haze or whatever, but that's a you problem. That's not a him problem.
Understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
Now, there was a clear cut there too, and that's the part that's most intriguing to me, and they cut it. It feels like he went off a little bit longer and probably seemed a little defensive or was still fighting it. And to me, until I really get the real Will, which I may agree with him or not, until I get it, it's still hard to sort of fully accept it. Do you guys feel that too? That cut was not natural. And now they're going straight in to defend Jada.
After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it.
Wait, come on. It had everything to do with Jada. You were defending Jada. Now he's saying Jada didn't tell me to, but Jada tells you to do a lot, dude. We've seen it in videos. You can't tell me all those so your social media is fake then, because you've been angry at her on social media when she throws that camera up on your face and you're like, yo, I don't want to do this in my home. There are so many instances of that we've seen now. And so to say this isn't about Jada, it absolutely is about Jada. And if you're not ready to address it, then why are you out here already? That's my only frustration with this. I don't feel like he's being genuine. I don't feel the full realness yet. And this is a guy who wants him to go back to work. It is what it is. But I just want to hear more of the reasoning. If you're going to be Mr. Open and Transparent, you clearly are still bothered at Chris. You were offended. Say it.
I'm sorry, babe. Say sorry.
She made the eye roll. She made a big deal out of it. She made it about her. Just suck it up. It's the night. It's just, she could have been so classy and still called out Chris and said, man, I really don't like that she did that. Or he could have gone up on stage and accepted and blasted Chris if he wanted. There were so many ways to blast Chris if that's really what you wanted to do. But I don't know, man.
Sorry to my kids and my family for the heat that I brought on.
Dude, your kids were there defending your actions. Jaden was like, that's how we do it. Like, he was proud of you. And I don't know, that's not a good thing to be proud of, instigating to that level in a global live audience. So I don't, again, that's where he loses me. This part here really bothered me.
All of us. To all my fellow nominees, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me. And it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment. I can still see Questlove's eyes. It happened on Questlove's award, and it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient.
I mean, genuinely, he screwed up Questlove's. That's a genuine, I think, and he should feel bad about that. Questlove was who was supposed to win during that moment, and all the attention was on that moment and not Questlove's big win, which he deserved.
What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down? So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down. So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me. And
there's a lot to unpack there, man. He is just, again, this is a man who's broken and on stage because the expectations of the global audience that he's clearly now admitting he needs to impress everybody and wants them to like him. That's a lot, man. That's a lot for him to tell us. And so I do believe this is genuine. Some are going to think that's brave, and some are going to think it's egotistical of him. Whatever you think. I think it's brave. I think he's opening up. I believe this.
The work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself.
It also feels like he's trying to not be angry, because they've told him probably multiple times, you can't be angry in this video, Will. But yeah, he's talking now, so he's embarrassed of himself.
Right? I'm human, and I made a mistake.
Yep.
And I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit. So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
That's it. That's the ending. Look, there's a couple things there I want to wrap up with as he wrapped up there. He's trying to make you feel sympathy for him because he feels like poop, right? Is what he just said. He's playing a victim. And it's a choice. Some people think he is, but I don't know. I think that was the wrong time to do that. Like, you could do that in an interview setting, I feel like. There's an opportunity to, have someone push that out of you because they're asking you. And granted, he's asking questions, but the question was what do you say about the fans who are disappointed in you? His answer was, guys, I feel like crap, and it really sucks that I feel like crap. But I promise to put love and light in the world. I don't know, man. I don't think it was... he had to do this move. He had to put this video out. He absolutely had to, he has to do something. And I can relate in a way because I remember the first time I posted my video that it is scary to put yourself back to the fire, right? Because everyone's I'm doing it right now. I'm criticizing. But that's what this channel is. We have to react. This was a big pop culture moment. And I am defending Will. I think he should come back. I do think he's apologized. How many times is he going to have to apologize? It's really up to Chris Rock whether he wants to accept or not the rest of us. What he did hurt Chris Rock. And he definitely tarnished his image, and he didn't seem like the best role model at that point. But if anything, I think, it made him a stronger role model, because we can't lift up celebrities as gods and think they're imperfect, or perfect rather. They are imperfect. They are human, and I wish he had just embraced more of that and just owned it. Look, I'm here again because I'm sorry. There's a lot more reasoning that I'm working on personally as to what went down, but I assure you, everything I hear you guys say is right. There's a couple of things I wanted to clarify just because I see you guys asking. And he could have sort of just done it more, I think, quickly, without playing the victim card. And then phase 2 of his apology tour, I think he could have started to eke some of that in. And it sounds like he will. But, man, it sounds like we're going to get a lot more red table talks without red tables. At least he took the note, right? At least he's not doing this first on the red table talk. But it's only a matter of time before he comes back and does it on the red table talk. And I don't want Will's life to continue to be the red table talk. I want Will Smith to go enjoy his life and be a celebrity and not feel the pressure of having to please all of us. Just go make movies, dude. Like, take off social media for a little while and make movies. You don't need to show us everything. JADA that's why I'm upset with JADA, honestly. I feel like JADA has opened up their family to Kardashian level reality TV that I just don't forgive her for it. And I do believe she rolled her eyes to try to get the attention. And she didn't have to tell Will to go up there. He's conditioned. He's conditioned to go up there. And it's just heartbreaking to continue to watch this and watch this man, who I do believe we all love, break on stage for that woman. I don't like it. There's my real, genuine feedback. And I don't feel like this apology was as good as it could have been, as effective as it could have been. I do feel he's in pain. I believe he's in pain. I absolutely do. But I'm just looking at it from a marketing PR, like how people are going to take it point of view, taking the emotion out of it. I would have had some notes on this. I think he could have done a take 2, and I think he could have done it better. Who knows how many takes this was, but that's my 2 cents. I want to know what you guys think, though, in the comments. I can't put my subscribe thing up right now. I don't know where it is, but hit that subscribe button. It's the big button. You know where it is. If you haven't already, can you double check that you are subscribed, because we can cover a lot of stuff. And I got one more video banked, and then I'm back next week, Tuesday. We got lots more content here. You're not going to want to miss a Popcorn Planet, so stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button, and let me know your thoughts to his reaction. Do you think he should have defended JADA so much? I want to hear it down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here's the outro.